Hi, and welcome to TheWrap Studios. I'm Beatrice Verhoeven, film reporter at TheWrap, and I'm about to talk Dream Horse with the director Eros Lynn and Toni Collette. Thank you guys so much for joining me.
Pleasure. Hi.
I wanted to kind of start out and ask where you got the inspiration for the movie, and we'll take it from there.
Well, it's a true story. So there are real people who lived this story, and they live in a place called Wales, which is where I'm from. And when the story broke, it was all over the news. So it was one of the stories in Wales that we all knew about. And the basis of it is that there was this amazing woman called Jan Vokes who she worked in a supermarket. She worked behind the bar in a local club, and she had a dream of owning a racehorse, and nobody had any faith that she'd be able to pull it off because it's the sports of millionaires and aristocrats. But she wouldn't take no for an answer, and she persuades everybody in the village to put in £10 a week into a syndicate, and lo and behold, they raise a foal who turns out to be a really good runner, who turns out to be a champion. Yeah,
amazing. And how did you get attached to this? Are you a horse racing fan?
I'm not a horse racing fan, but the script was sent to me, and we have a mutual friend who emailed me about it, told me it was kind of coming my way. And I was eager to read it, and I just fell in love with it. Until very recently, I couldn't talk about it without crying, because I just find it so moving how this horse brought an entire community together. And it's just, I'm a sucker for an underdog story, and it's just so inspirational and so empowering to see this woman who kind of, in her life feels a little lost, and she focuses on this horse and puts everything into it, is completely determined, and changes not only her life but the entire community. It's beautiful.
And did you kind of talk to Jan during the process? Did you speak to her? What was your research?
I didn't. I really didn't. There is a documentary about, which actually was at Sundance. How many years ago was that?
5.
So I was able to watch that, and the script was incredibly informative. Eros knew everything, wealth of knowledge, and it was. She came to the set twice, I think, and it's intimidating to talk to someone who you're playing. It's such a huge responsibility. So I kind of stayed away from her, and just kind of. It's also. It's not a documentary. The film is it's direct from what really happened, but it has to be somewhat fictionalized. It's its own thing. So I did have a little bit of freedom and just was true to the story.
And when you make a piece of fiction, you can't be trying to pretend to be
exactly
the real people.
Yeah.
You have to kind of be truthful to the art of it, and I think having Toni, who's so brilliant at finding emotional truth and making you really care about characters and making you laugh, and also has the steel and the heart and the passion to bring to somebody like Jan. That was about the poetry of it rather than kind of pretending to be a real person.